Happy Halloween, everyone! This episode is a short and sweet one celebrating a character that usually blends into a crowd of hundreds, thousands, even possibly millions of visually identical carbon copies of itself. Yep, clone troopers. Only this one decided to spice things up and get festive with the Halloween spirit, or maybe they're just trying to compete with the likes of Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Huh? Anyway, let's get to the fun... haunted, spooky, creepy part. Hey everyone, my name is Jonathan, aka JK of JK Collects, and in this episode we are taking a closer look at the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series 6-inch scale Halloween edition Clone Trooper. Hey everyone, and welcome back. Well, here we have it, yet again, our feature presentation. Yep, so here it is, the Star Wars, the Black Series. This is the 2022 Clone Trooper Halloween edition. I mean, look at this thing, right? Just the packaging alone, again, fantastic. Thank you, Hasbro. I promise I'm not just absolutely obsessed with Hasbro. I know I always compliment their packaging, but I mean, I'm a big Halloween fan. You might say a mild obsession, and here, I mean, they're just pulling at my heartstrings here. I mean, look at this packaging, right? So let's start with the back, okay, as usual. Here we have a nice, just a rendering of the Clone Trooper, which we're used to, right, with this plastic-free or plastic, low plastic. I mean, obviously the tape still has some plastic in it. I can't mention that enough. I think I mention it just about every time. But there we go. Like, so a little bit of plastic, but mostly plastic-free comparatively. We see that render of the character there. A little bit of information, right, celebrating the season. Specially designed, right? So it's a Black Series. It's a Clone Trooper, right? They didn't really change anything about the figure itself, other than technically, yeah, it's just another repaint. But hey, this is a repaint that I can get behind, right? So a skeleton painted on it, and look at this. Look at this guy. I can't wait to get him out of the box just to take a closer look at it. And again, we still have that same background, purpley black wallpaper theme going on there. Very, very Halloween, almost Haunted Mansion-y, right? With the purple and black theme going on there. It'd be kind of cool if they had a partnership there that had that going. Normal stuff there. Over here on the side, a breakdown of everything that's supposed to come in this, right? So there's our trooper. Looks like we got a bandolier, a little box, and oh man, this little zombie dude. Bragging on the plastic-free packaging. A little bit of talk about the size. Over here on the side, that little, almost like we're looking at a hologram view of it, right? That's casting up, seeing it. Halloween edition, in case we forgot. And then there's that front yet again. Okay, all right, without further ado, there's not much left to it other than that stuff, so let's bust into this one. Again, I don't like to hold on to stuff, but I do like to open things from the bottom. It just kind of saves that top and makes it still look kind of nice for me if I put it on display. These Star Wars boxes have that odd shape, right, that angle to them, which is great when it's hanging in the store, right, because you can just glance and you know what you're looking at, right? It's just right there, but that odd shape. There's that good old pamphlet. Comes with all those Hasbro things. Always looks the same. Pull out the cardboard tray. And there's our... Okay. All right. So we've got Halloween-themed paper in there and everything. I mean, it... Just like I said, pulling at my heartstrings. So let's just pull this out. It's quite obviously we know what that is. So that's the figure. We're going to set that aside. Let's pull this other little bundle out, which is like we'll figure out what's in there. And that's it. That's all we've got. Just a little cardboard folded piece, a little bit more tape, but ultimately... pretty low usage of plastic. A great use of some paper. Excellent recyclability there, so I'm looking forward to that. Of course, I'm keeping the box, right? You have to keep that. Let's wipe some of the stuff off. And of course, we've got to start with the accessories. So let me stay in frame there so you can see what's happening. Let's open this up again. As usual, no real opening for it. We have a little tear point on that just to make it a little easier. There's our box. Excellent, right? And let's pull out little pieces. Oh, the way that was stacked, it looked like it was a bandolier, and I stand corrected, right? So we've got these little pieces. Hey, those of you who have a little bit more knowledge out there, please let me know what that is. It looks like some sort of a credits or something, some money, maybe. But here he is. There's our dude. Look at that. Porg. Dracula, vampire, Porg. Look at the tilted head and everything. I mean, it's kind of bright, kind of tough to see, but he's creepy, right? I'm just going to set that guy right there. Definitely worth the wait to open it up. There's our box, and look at that. Oh, look at that fun stuff in there, right? So not really much of a paint app going on there, but I do appreciate the Ghost Paint app. When I saw it on the packaging, I kind of thought that maybe that was just something that was drawn in after the fact, little computer addition, but no, it's a ghost showing on there. Could they have added some stuff there? Absolutely, but you know what? I'm not really going to complain because they did the ghost and because we've got some stuff, some little bats and spiders and things on the outside to kind of match that wallpaper background that we saw on the packaging. Of course, it's just looks like it's just on the front, but that's okay. We're mostly going to be looking at the front and looking at that lid. So those are the things that are mostly going to draw the eye. Not too much concern about what's in there. But hey, if you're a big customizer, get that fine detail brush, get in there and add some detail to it. Be great to see what people come up with and how they paint this stuff and making sense of all those little bits in there. Okay, I digress. Let's get to the main event. Okay, yet again, look at that. Look at that Halloween themed paper. I would almost feel bad tossing this. So you know what? I'm not going to. I'm going to tuck it back in the package and I'm going to, have it ready for display. So I'm going to stick that over there because we don't need it right now. Let's shift this stuff out of the way and really look at this guy. Look at that. Oh man, that is awesome. If there are no other clone troopers that you own, even if you don't really care about the Star Wars line, the Black Series line all that much, just initial sight, I strongly recommend this thing. It is so cool. If you have any like for Halloween or anything like that, or even just skeletons in general, I mean, how can you go wrong just picking this guy up? And I mean, I found it just sitting in Target, hanging on the hook. I got lucky today. And of course, you can order it from Target. It is a Target exclusive. So I'd recommend picking it up. Sure, they didn't really do anything on the back, but hey, how many Halloween costumes just have stuff on the front anyway? And how often do we see it where they don't bother with the paint apps on the back? Because most of the time we're looking at the front. So again, I mean, they didn't really change much about it, right? That same old setup where you've got like that artificial head up under there. I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah, it's like an artificial face in there. Not really anything to worry about. Nothing to pull a helmet off. Good movement on the head, right? Side to side, going all around. You can do the possessed thing, right? But perfect for Halloween. So we got that. Good movement on the arm. Of course, we've got that armor piece that always gets in the way. Not really. It's a little rubbery, so it can flex and go above. So, I mean, just like we're used to with any of those clone troopers, fortunately, they have that solution there where the piece can just kind of slide up above, and you can still get that lateral posability for the arm. So that's helpful. And then, of course, we've got down here, this guy just kind of stays put as the elbow bends, which is helpful. It's just kind of a little band, rubbery, that wraps around there. Again, no real changes. Nothing outstanding. Good swivel right there. Not really anything right at the waist, but we're mostly just dealing with the chest swivel right there, but also chest up and down. So, I mean, that's good. It's good flexibility there. Kicking out to the side, not too bad, right? Not too bad considering all the armor and everything. And it's theoretically an older design, right? So we've got a lot more ingenuity coming out these days that helps with that flexibility. We don't have it where that leg kind of pulls down and pops out like we've seen in some of the newer ones. But so, you can't really complain. Not too bad. I wouldn't really expect a clone trooper to be too terribly flexible anyway, right? They don't need to do a split while they're out there in battle. That's it, right? So good. Same thing as these shoulder pads, these knee pads, also kind of a rubbery texture, so they can handle a little bit of flex. They stay put when we bend the knee like that. So that's good, just to kind of help protect it. With the foot, kind of a little tight to start with, but that's okay. As you work with it, it works pretty well. And then, of course, it just kind of rocks back and forth. I mean, look, but let's just talk about these paint apps, right? It's a black trooper, right? It's a black clone trooper. They went with black plastic, black rubber, everything, and just a green skeleton over top. I mean, how cool is that? There's, with the way that the clone troopers features were molded, sometimes there might be a little bit of an issue. I don't know if you can see right there. Some of the green kind of gave way to some of the black because it's a very sharp bit right there in the feature. Over here, a little bit cleaner because we didn't have that raised portion on the arm piece, but that's okay. I'm not too mad about it. Ultimately, that's just general basic things. That one looks like it kind of got rubbed off there, whether it was in packaging or something that just a fault from where it was made. But all in all, we've got the individual toes and things like that. I would have liked to have seen them do maybe a skeleton type hand, but I guess, that's kind of asking a lot. I get it. be able to wrap around there. Plus, they've got the armor on top of it, and it probably would have flaked off pretty easily if we added weapons or things like that. Which, in bringing that up, one thing to notice, it's missing a weapon. So I guess they're kind of banking on fear with this guy. It's just, and quite frankly, I think if I saw that coming on a battlefield, all I saw was this skeleton, probably glowing in the night, walking towards me, I'd be a little creeped out. I don't know they would need a weapon. But that's it. So that's the guy, with all of his little features. Not a whole lot that comes with it, but that's okay, right? So it's kind of fun about the holiday. That's what it's all about. It's just a redeco for that Halloween theme. And for those who are like me, who are big Halloween fans, I definitely think this is a good thing to pick up. Definitely check it out. See if you can order one from Target. If you don't find one on the shelves, it's always exciting to be able to find one. I was very thrilled. And of course I grabbed it. It was the only one. So hopefully you have good luck getting one. But that's it. That's our guy. And here we've got the 360 view of the Halloween Edition Clone Trooper with a couple extra thoughts. Well, actually, really just one. It turns out after recording that, it seems like those things I thought might have been a bandolier and then credits obviously seems like they're candy bars, right? So that just kind of makes sense. Yep. Well, that's all for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed taking this closer look as much as I have. Of course, remember, I plan to release a new video each week, if not more, where we take a closer look at another new ad. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please subscribe so we can continue on the journey together. It would mean a lot to me. Also, if you find yourself in the neighborhood of the like button, give it a friendly tap and leave a comment to let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your opinions. And no matter what, I always appreciate you taking the time out of your day to stop in. Until next time, we are all in this world of collecting together. Let's look out for each other. Thanks.